Bangladesh is a country of youth in South Asia with work agility, undying work spirit and dynamism. Youth occupies one-third of the country's population and they are the main force of development and progress of the country. According to the National Youth Policy 2017, youth in Bangladesh are defined as those who are in the age bracket between 18 to 35 years. The number of youth stands approximately at 48 million. It is a great challenge to turn the huge number of youths into skilled human resources. The youth community has a significant role to combat this challenge. Now, Bangladesh is enjoying the demographic dividend, and it is possible to face the challenge of globalization by utilizing this demographic dividend. The youth have, in fact, a pioneering role to turn Bangladesh into a middle-income country by 2021, to implement the goals of SDGs by 2030, as well as to turn Bangladesh into a developed, prosperous country by 2041. Youth have a glaring role in the history of Bangladesh. It is youth who played crucial role all the time to bring about social changes and development. With the course of time in building the society of Bangladesh, youth had a major role. For example, the youth were the forefront in the language movement 1952 and the Six-Point Movement 1966 and in the Liberation War 1971, with their arms to snatch away the independence of the Red Sun under the auspicious leadership of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the father of the nation. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, in a speech during the National Conference of Chhatra League at Sohrawardi Udyan, gave the youth responsibility to build his long-cherished Shonar Bangla. Aiming at the youth, he reiterated, "Plant brinjal sapling beside your house in every village. Plant some peppers, some trees of gourd and coconut trees. Help your parents. Rear a few numbers of hen and ducks. National wealth will enhance. You will be able to bear your own expenses. If you plant 10 trees of gourd, 50 plants of pepper and plant some coconut trees, you will see you have a good number of earning, estimated to be taka 200 to 300. From this point of view, we dream our youth to build our country as a developed, prosperous country by 2041. The Ministry of Youth was established in 1978 to involve youth in nation building. Subsequently, the Department of Youth Development, DYD, was established in 1981, and since then, DYD has been making relentless efforts for youth development in the country and their well-being. Vision of DYD: to build modern life-oriented youth community with high morals and values and capable of accelerating the development and glory of Bangladesh. Mission of DYD: to ensure youth empowerment and the flourishment of merits with the end of making them established in all spheres of life. The Department of Youth Development provides skill development training to the employment-seeking youths aging 18 to 35 years. The training plans of DYD is now launching according to the 7th 5-year plan which is in conformity with the goals of 4 and 8 of the SDGs. 58 training centers of DYD across the country are providing residential training to the youth in different trades such as integrated agriculture, mobile servicing, courses implemented under joint venture with BGMA like sweater knitting and linking machine operating, etc. In addition, 64 district training centers in the country are imparting non-residential training to the youth with a duration of 1 to 6 months in 7 trades, which are as follows: basic computer and ICT application training, modern office management and computer application, fisheries, dressmaking, block batik, screen printing, electronics, refrigeration and air conditioning, and electrical and house wiring. Moreover, DYD provides mobile training, non-institutional short training courses numbering 41 according to the local needs of the youth, implemented by the 489 upazilas and 10 metropolitan unit thanas to spread out the training service to the doorsteps of the rural youth and to involve them in employment. Duration of mobile training is 7 to 21 days. DYD has a central human resource development center situated at Savar, not far from Dhaka, with a view to providing training to its manpower. This center of DYD is imparting training to enhance the skill and capacity to its personnel and is also making sincere efforts to provide different modern training activities. DYD has also a center of excellence which is called Sheikh Hasina National Youth Center with an area of 8 acres, and it stands at Savar of Dhaka opposite to Jahangirnagar University. The center aims at providing a wide range of training programs to the youth such as youth leadership development, conflict management, women empowerment, youth organization management, and community development training, etc. There are modern amenities in the center, for example, an international hostel, a dining, a gymnasium, an auditorium, and a rich library, apart from male and female hostels. New endeavors are being taken to make it a center of excellence. DYD is now providing training to the youth in different trades to meet the needs of the day and keeping pace with the time, such as catering, housekeeping, freelancing, and technology-based e-learning training. Moreover, there are 5 regional youth training centers of DYD which are situated in Dhaka, Jessore, Rajshahi, Bogra, and Sylhet. Different kinds of training are being provided there according to the need on human resource development and life skills for the staff of DYD and the youths. There are 2 kinds of credit programs under DYD to get involved the trained youths in employment and self-employment. Self-employment credit program, a sort of individual credit. Family-based credit program, a sort of group-based credit. Some initiatives have been undertaken to simplify the credit activities by DYD. Online primary application for credit. Realization of the installment of credit through mobile banking. Transfer the service of credit through e-servicing. Adopt entrepreneurship development credit activities anew from the self-employed, where one can have 3.5 lakh taka as credit facilities. Prepare e-database of the self-employed youth. Online reporting of credit activities. extension of family-based credit program to 50 new upazilas. Since its inception until June 2017, DYD has provided 1,581 crore 11 lakh 47,000 taka to the beneficiaries, amounting 15 lakh 84,289. The average rate of credit realization is 95%. The monthly income of the self-employed youth of DYD is more than Taka 1 lakh. National Service Program. It is one of the high priority programs of the present government to fulfill the commitment of Election Manifesto for providing 2 years temporary employment to the unemployed educated youths with the age between 24 to 35 years having educational qualification of HSC and above. National Service Program was first introduced in 3 districts of Gopalganj, Kurigram and Borguna in the fiscal year 2009-2010 as piloting, covering all the upazilas numbering 19. As per the approved policy of NSP, a 3-month-long basic training is provided to the male and female youths through 10 certain modules. With the constant success of the piloting program, now the 4th and 5th phases of its program are being implemented in 28 districts and 64 upazilas. The number of trained youth of National Service Program up to 4th phases is 1,14,034 in total, and of them 1,11,699 youths have got temporary employment. The 5th phase of the program is continuing now. The 6th and 7th phases of the program will gradually be implemented soon, by which this program will be expanded to 64 districts of the country. To face the challenges of globalization and to involve the youth in the mainstream of development, DYD is implementing different development projects alongside its regular activities. Integrated management of resources for poverty alleviation through comprehensive technology impact project. It is an environment-friendly green project. The project is playing an important role in socio-economic and environmental development of the country through erecting biogas plants with the aim of producing green energy that helps a lot to fulfill the demands of fuel and electricity, to provide opportunities to the rural women in cooking without smoke, easy and comfortable way, and to save their time so that women can best use their time in other development activities.
তাড়াতাড়ি হয়, সময় কম লাগে, ধোয়া হয় না, হাসি কাশি হয় না, নাক দিয়ে পানি পড়ে না, আমরা অনেক ভালো আছি।
আমার লাড়কি মাসে 1500 টাকা লাড়কি লাগতো, 1 থেকে 1500 টাকা এই খরচটা থেকে আমি বাঁচছি। এখন আমি গ্যাসে সুন্দর মতো রান্না করতাম পারি, মানে এটা থেকে আমি অনেক আগাইছি। এই একটা সুবিধা হচ্ছে আমার।
বায়োগ্যাস আমার বাড়িতে আসেন না, বায়োগ্যাস না আসছে অনেক আমরা উপকার পাইছি। বায়োগ্যাস দেওয়া নামতে খুব আরাম। এরপরে খড়ি লাগতো, লাকড়ি লাগতো, এটা আমরা আর লাগতো না।
To preserve the environmental balance, to increase the soil fertility, and to create the opportunity for employment of youths through expanding the farms of livestock and ducks and hen. The main activities of the projects are as follows: to provide technical assistance in building biogas plants through skilled engineers, to provide credit support of Taka 20,000 to 1 lakh according to the size of the plants, to provide subsidy of Taka 5,000 non-refundable for each plant, to provide orientation training to the local people for motivating them in erecting plants. Project on strengthening of training at upazila level for creation of employment and self-employment. Through this project, DYD is expanding its regular training and credit activities and is creating employment opportunities for employment-seeking youths in 442 upazilas under 57 districts. There are 34 trades under this project. The number of trained youths of this project is 9,25,351 and 137,18,000 taka are dispersed among the foregoing trained youths. Most of the trained youths and the youth having credit facilities have been self-employed through taking up projects on different trades. Technology Empowerment Center on Wheels for Underprivileged Rural Young People of Bangladesh. With the aim of building Bangladesh as digitalized country, this project is making positive effort to provide a month-long training on basic computer to the rural underprivileged youth free of cost, with 7 modern ICT-based vans in 7 divisions of the country. Training is being imparted gradually at upazila levels under the 64 districts through this 7 modern ICT-based van. The number of trained youth, both male and female, under this project is 15,840, and they will have the opportunities to be self-employed. In addition, DYD has been launching computer basic training program for the educated youth in 64 districts since 1994 to build Bangladesh digitalized. To make the existing computer training more befitting, the government of Bangladesh has undertaken a project, Information Technology Training for Enhancement of Youth Development in 64 districts. Modern 76 computer labs have been set up in 64 districts through this project. Meanwhile, 30 modern computer labs in 30 districts have been set up. Youth activities through public-private cooperation. To meet the needs of training and keeping ahead the employment expectation of the youth, DYD has undertaken different initiatives to expand and diversify the training program through signing of MOU with public-private institutions. The most mentionable institutions are BGMA, SA Trading, others. DYD observes the National Youth Day every year on 1st November. DYD also celebrates the International Youth Day on 12th August every year to encourage the youth. In commemoration of National Youth Day, DYD gives away National Youth Awards to the successful self-employed youths and the best youth organizers in different categories for their outstanding contribution. This year, 27 youths of different categories, self-employed youth, autistic youth, tribal or Aborigine youth, female youth, youth organizers, etc. are going to have the National Youth Awards 2017 from the government for their excellent contribution. The theme of this year for National Youth Day 2017 is Rising Youth, Advancing Bangladesh. Besides, DYD gives proper directions to get the youth involved in development activities of the country and social awareness, as well as through rally, youth fair, youth exchange program, etc. It is possible to implement the dream of Shonar Bangla of Bangabandhu and to achieve the visions 2021 and 2041 of the present government through the active involvement of youth in the country's development process and utilizing the workforce and spirit. Department of Youth Development, Ministry of Youth and Sports. In field of sports, there are 3 institutions under the Ministry of Youth and Sports that are involved in the practice of games and sports and its improvement and expansion. The institutions are National Sports Council, Directorate of Sports and Bangladesh Krida Shikha Pratishthan, Bkspr. The activities of these institutions are being guided under the direction of the Ministry of Youth and Sports. National Sports Council, NSC. Bangladesh Krida Niyantron সংস্থা, BKNS, was established in 1972 through the circulation of the Ministry of Education and Culture. It aims at reviving the spirit of sports after the war-ravaged situation of the country, forming federations in different disciplines, achieving international recognition, and creating the opportunities for games and sports. In 1974, Bangladesh Sports Council (BSC) was formed, and subsequently in 1991, National Sports Council (NSC) was established by changing the name of National Sports Control Board (NSCB). The main activities of NSC are to improve the quality of sports, to control and coordinate the activities of games and sports, to recognize the national sports organizations and other sub-sports organizations, to provide training to participate in international games, to take necessary arrangement for taking part in foreign games, to build up and maintenance of stadiums, gymnasiums, swimming pools and training centers in upazila and district levels, to provide financial assistance to the retired sportsmen as well as the vulnerable sportsmen, and to give away national sports awards to the renowned players and sportsmen of the country. Directorate of Sports is a government organization under the Ministry of Youth and Sports. There are 64 sports offices of this directorate in 64 districts. In addition, it runs 6 government physical education colleges that are in the districts of Dhaka, Chittagong, Rajshahi, Bagirhat, Borishal and Mymensingh. The Directorate of Sports primarily does some work, create sports awareness at grassroots level to build up trained manpower with sound health and mind, provide training pertaining to sports, and offer degree on Bachelor of Physical Education (BPed) and Masters of Physical Education (MPed). Bangladesh Krida Shikha Pratishthan (Bkspr). The major element in developing the quality of games and sports is to set up sufficient sports infrastructures and provide training. With this aim, the government of Bangladesh adopted a policy in 1974, and in light of the plan, the Ministry of Education, Culture and Sports established planning of BIS, Bangladesh Institute of Sports, in a project form. It was renamed as Bkspr in 1983, Bangladesh Krida Shikha Pratishthan. This institution was launched formally on 14th April 1986. Since after, Bkspr is involved in preparing players of high quality in the country. Main activities of Bkspr are to provide science-based training to the emerging and potential players, to create skill coach, referee and umpire, to give opportunities of training to the national teams, and to select the potential players from grassroots level and provide long-term training.